Good morning again, guys. So I made it to church. My question is, are you following me on Instagram? If you are not following me on Instagram, please do so. My Instagram handle is at Angie. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in, and if you are here for the first time, you're most welcome. And of course, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so by clicking on the red button down below this video. Anyway, this channel is all about living, work in Qatar, life in Qatar. So if you're somebody out there who is planning to come to Qatar or is thinking about it in the future and you want to know just how things are around here, this is the place to be. Because before I came, I didn't have so much information. I couldn't get so much information about Qatar. In fact, I was getting some really misguided information that at some point I grew cold feet. I really wish I could have landed into maybe a channel like this that explained and made everything really simple and black and white. So in that case, thanks for tuning in. Anyway, so I'll go right into the video. So in this video today, I'm gonna be speaking to you about how I came to Qatar. And it's really simple. For me, honestly, it was not so much of a hassle. Anyway, before I came into Qatar, I was working in Nairobi in one of the service departments as a supervisor. And my contract ended around December 2017. And when it ended, I didn't feel like I wanted to look for another job in the hospitality industry anymore, because I felt the challenge of working during holidays and working over the weekends. I was not getting enough time to spend with my family, especially my child. So at this point, I was really tired. I wanted a change in field. My dream job was actually something with either customer care or administration. So that was really what I wished for in a company that I could work Monday to Friday or to Thursday, or like 5 days a week, and get the weekend off. That was my dream job at that point. So what happened after my contract ended, I sold everything that I had in the city, took my baby, and I moved back home to the country with my parents. So for a while I settled there. I settled my daughter in school. I was not looking for anything. I was not looking for a job. But what I did for most of this time, of course, if you are in any kind of a struggle, you engage so much into prayer. So I prayed so much, and I just relaxed. I was not doing anything major. I was just there taking care of my child, spending time with my mommy, just having fun, being a child again. So after 2-3 months, around March, I felt like now it was time to get back on my feet. I had gotten the well-deserved rest, and I started searching again. I tried to look online for jobs, maybe on Brighter Monday, and I couldn't get something concrete. I could get, maybe the jobs that I got didn't have the kind of salary that I was looking for. It was lower than what I was getting in my previous job, so I was not going to go for anything like that, because anyway, in career, you want to grow, you want to go up, not come down. So what I did, I networked through my friends, and I told them that, hey guys, I'm now looking for a job, and if you hear of any opportunity, guys, I'm right here, please let me know. So, and I have really good friends who are willing to help. And I think towards the end of March, or maybe mid-March, God started to intervene. My sister was planning a vacation to South Africa with her hubby, so she was like, hey, do you mind coming to the city and help looking after the kids as I go on vacation? And I was like, yeah, why not? And in my heart, it was such a big opportunity, because it was easier for me to get a job. It's easier for anybody to get a job when you are in the city, or rather countryside, because this problem with the network, no internet, no good connection. So, and if you're called for an impromptu interview, you don't have to travel, you just jump in. So I packed everything that I needed. I packed my passport, I packed my educational certificates, everything that I felt I would need for this job search, some official clothes in case I was called for an interview, and off I went to the city. And I got there. I relaxed for like a week, and I felt like, yep, it was time to search. By then, my sister had already traveled. So one day, I just felt like I needed to see one of my friends at my former workplace, because the place was just like 5 minutes away from where my sister lived. So I went there, and as we were sitting down just chatting and strategizing about the next step, or maybe what I needed to do next, if maybe I should engage in some online jobs or business, a text came in, guys. A text came in like a miracle from one of my friends. It was a WhatsApp text, and I immediately I opened it, and it was a job ad, a forward from Facebook that she just screenshot and sent to me. And guess what? It was an administrative position that was being advertised for. Exactly what I'd been praying for, guys. So I just felt like I needed to go for this, because before, when I was still at home, she sent me another ad, and it was for a hotel, you know, or something like receptionist, reservations agent. And as I told you guys, I was so done with the hospitality industry and working shifts. I was so done, so I didn't even bother applying for that one. I didn't do anything about it, just ignored. But this one was something different. It didn't mention the name of the company. I had no idea what it was about, but it was of course a job in Qatar, so I jumped for it. What I did, I told my friend, hey, I've gotten this text, look at this, what do you think about it? And she was like, hey, you should go for this, the pay is really good, so just try and see what it's about. And she told me, but before you go, please try and call this agency so that you get as much information as you can before you go, so that you don't waste any time. So I called them, and I was given the direction to where I should go and make an application. And they told me, you need to come in really quickly, because there's a very small window for this job. We are closing the applications by 3 p.m. today. And I was like, oh my goodness. And that was around 10ish 11 p.m. The other good thing that happened on this day, so that I just knew that God was intervening. I was really broke, guys, because I was not working. I had not been working for like 3 months. I had spent all my savings, of course, paying for my daughter's school fees and just stuff like that, you understand. So I was really broke, and I had asked my little sister for some money. I just told her, like, hey sis, I'm really broke, and if you get something that you can spare, please remember me. And it just happened that as I was walking into this place, as I was going to see my friend, she's called me, and she was like, hey, you asked me for some money, but I keep forgetting. Every time I remember to send you the money, it just slips my mind. Can I send it to you right now? And I was like, of course. And before I knew it, I got 1,000 shillings from her, and I was so grateful, sister. God bless you, because it was really just a game changer. How do you go to apply for a job with no money? And I also had a loan from Mshwari, you know, mobile banking something. I had a loan from Mshwari around 5,000 shillings. So I had called another sister of mine, now my elder sister. This was my youngest sister. Now my elder sister, I had told her that, hey, I have a loan that I need to pay. So when you get some money, please send me so that I can pay off the loan, borrow money from them again, and then pay you back. And then it just happened also, as I was leaving, as I was going to withdraw this money that my little sister had sent me from M-Pesa, I get a text, and she had sent me the money to offset this loan. And because she had sent it a little bit earlier, I thought, why not use this money for this application? Because I didn't want to borrow from my dad or from anyone. I just wanted to make this application really low-key, not tell anyone that I'm planning or to go abroad or anywhere, nothing. I didn't want to jinx it. So I withdrew the money, and I got to town. I was just in jeans and some casual clothing. I got to town, and in Nairobi city, and I went to Uchumi House, that is where the agency is. And I told them, hey, I called one of you, and you told me about this job, admin, blah blah blah, that is what I'm here to apply for. And they were like, hey, yeah, do you have your CV ready, blah blah blah. And I told them I have my CV on soft copy, and they told me that there is a specific way that they need the CV to be made. So I need to go to the next office and pay up some amount, and they will edit the CV for me in the format that they want it to be, and they also needed to attach a photo. And I was like, you're going to take a photo on me looking like this? What's gonna happen? And they told me, you don't need to worry, we have a studio right at the back of that office where you will go and just get one of the suits that you can fit in, and then you will take your photo. So that's what they did. So I went and got an oversized skirt and I think a really tiny jacket, but it worked. They just clipped the skirt at the back with a safety pin so that it looked really fitting, and they took my photo. I even the shoes, they had everything ready, you know, for if it's for men, they had suits for men and shirts, and if it's for ladies, they had the black skirts and black blazers and black shoes. But my advice for you guys, if you're in Kenya, if you're planning to go to this agency to apply for a job, then just go dressed official in a suit, black and white, black suit and white shirt, so that you don't have to go and wear those clothes that every other person has tried them on. I don't know if they wash them. So yes, I did that, and I had my CV. I sent them the soft copy of my CV, and of course they just did a little bit of editing and updating it and adding the photos. That's all they did, and it was taking time. But the good thing is that, guys, as I told you, God was intervening. I had money, so I did not go borrowing money from anyone. I used the money that my little sister had sent me and that my big elder sister had sent me, and bam, I paid for the agency fee, which was around 3,000 shillings, and they told me, so it was around but by then it was around maybe 2 o'clock, and this guy, for one of the people that work at the agency, was telling me, hey, the CVs that we had sent in for this position have been rejected because they are insisting that all the applicants need to have a degree, and since you have a degree, we really need you to submit your application very fast, we're about to close. So I was like, but it's not my fault, it's your guys that are taking time, and because they told me that you need to understand that there are so many applicants and this is a process that goes on every day, so fingers crossed, but just tell them to rush it up a bit. So I went to this whatever secretary that was working with my CV, and I told her, hey guys, this is a matter of life and death, try to rush it up guys, rush it up. So it was ready. 15 minutes before 3, it was ready, it was sent in, and they told me, now what you need to do, girl, get ready, because anytime you will be getting you will be called in for an interview. So I went back home. All I did is that I asked, may I please know the name of the company, because then how do you prepare for an interview if you don't have any idea of the kind of job that you're going to do, or the company that you're going to work for? So they gave me the name of the company, and I went home, got into my laptop. Luckily, with the money that I got, my final settlement from my previous job, I bought a laptop. Very good investment, because I knew that I would use it to look for jobs. So I got in my laptop, googled this company, checked, and just got to understand what they were all about. So I started, you know, just familiarizing myself, looking into getting prepared for an interview. Then even the following day, I woke up and I just got back to my laptop, and I was ready. I did not know that it was going to be a phone interview, guys, and I'd never done a phone interview before. So as I was seated there just looking into this company, I got a call, and it was plus, I think, 974, and my heart skipped. I was like, oh my god, I'm not ready. And I knew that it could be probably from this company. And I get this call, hi, my name is so and so from this and this company from Qatar. You applied for a job through this and this agency, that is how I'm calling you for an interview. And I was like, okay, hold on a minute, I'm so nervous, I was not ready for this, just give me 5 minutes to regroup. I was like, it's okay, you understand, take your time. And okay, I'm ready. And they asked me a couple of questions, and the good thing is that the questions that I was asked were so much related to the previous job that I was doing. So I think I did really well with the interview questions. I answered all of them. I was not stuck at any point, but of course I was so nervous. But I think after the first, second, third question, I calmed down a little bit. And then she was like, thank you so much, so you should be expecting another call from us sometime next week. So I thought, okay, hopefully. So I was glad, just left it at that. But when I got the call, I was seated there with my cousin, so she knew what was going on. But I didn't tell anyone, any other person, no, not my mommy, not my daddy, my brothers, my sisters. I didn't tell them anything. Then so I got into praying. That was just before Easter. I got into praying, and my dad had invited me, of course, to attend an Easter convention, and he had told me that these conventions are usually really powerful, and if there is anything that you need God to intervene, it's usually things happen during this intervention, during these conventions. So I attended the Easter convention with my daddy. I went on Saturday and on Sunday. Powerful. It was powerful, and I just knew that something had happened. And throughout this convention, I was like, oh God, please, please, please don't let this opportunity pass me by. Let it just be for me. God, if you open this door, nobody is taking it. By force, by fire, I claim it. So I claimed that job by force, by fire. So, of course, the convention ended on Monday, Easter break. Then on Tuesday evening, I get a call. Hey Angela. Now this is from the agency. Hey Angela, you made it through the first interview, so you're being invited for the second interview tomorrow morning. And I was like, okay. So I went to town. I really didn't have official clothes, and I had to go in. It was going to be a Skype interview. So I had some money left from, their previous source. So I went to town and looked for some good shoes and just a black blazer, because I already had a white shirt and a black skirt. So I went to town and got these items. But as I was going to town, I started just Googling about Qatar, and I got some really negative vibe, and I got scared. I got some negative vibe. Okay guys, this video is becoming really long, and I just got a call that my ride for church is ready. So I'll be finishing it up some other time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I don't want to make it a very long video, but watch out for part 2. This time I promise I will finish it. So let me go to church. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you subscribe. It's Vlogmas. There's this there is this Vlogmas fever on YouTube, and people are making videos like every day, or at least several times a week. You just top it up a notch from what you're used to. So what I'm gonna do is try and make at least 3 videos a week just for you guys. 3 videos a week. Wish me luck, and see you on the next one. I love you guys. You my people. Goodbye.